Gonna set up the stream real quick. Small little things, like putting it out there so people know I'm streaming. You know, that sort of thing. Okay, now that it's up on my Instagram, we're gonna move this to here. And we are gonna lower the desktop volume just a little bit more because y'all don't need to hear that. And we're gonna open up the game. Why is this not capturing? Oh, there we go. That's lovely. Do I need to adjust this a little? I do. Boop. Yay. Oh, it's just got a black bar around it. Okay. We'll move it like that then. Perfect. Individuals suffering from anxiety and depression may not have a safe experience playing from this game. Perfect for me, because I have anxiety. Woohoo! Okay. That's not. Oh god, things. That can go there in that drawer. Never to be seen again. Okay, so yes, warning, if you have anxiety and depression, don't be stupid like me and play this game. I agree. I am. Do. That's right, folks. We are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. And, I don't know what brought me to this. We're gonna turn down the music volume for me, because that's a lot. Gonna move text speed up a bit. Gonna go full screen. Y'all can't see that now. We're gonna leave it windowed then. Oh god. That's not what I meant to click. Okay. Things. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's all that is. Okay. We have no one in chat, but I don't care. Oh, we have someone. Hello. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's jump right in. My name is Parasite, because that is exactly what I am. Let's do this. Oh god, I forgot I'm gonna have to do stupid voices for this. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me and blah 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 blah. We don't care. We aren't here for reading. What is this, a literature club? cool story. We've known each other for so long. We don't see each other. Poison raid? Cool story. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but she started sleeping more, 'cause, you know, sleep is for the weak, you know? But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. Let's not acknowledge the fact that I know this crazy bitch. However, I just sigh and sit there like an idiot. Ah! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Yeah, I caught you fuckers. But maybe, you decide to wait for me. Why do you gotta say it like that? God. Those eyes are freaking me out and I don't like it. Well, if people stare at each other acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I like my status as Playboy. Thank you. But did you wait for me after all? No. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street and go to school. Like losers. We draw near, blah 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 blah. By the way, what? Have you joined a club yet? A club? What do you think I am? A nerd? No. I got better things to do with my time. I haven't been looking either. This is my kind of guy. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Was I possibly drunk when I said that? Dismissive, yeah, I get it. I wouldn't want to be stuck around Sayori either. Yeah, games, anime, oh yeah. We know. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I don't. But I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. The fuck's a NEET? Is that a slur that I just said on stream? Oh shit. Whoops. Gonna just scroll right past that. I'll take a look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Ugh. Clubs. You at least promise you'll try a little? I can give you no guarantee that I'm gonna actually care. Why'd you just get an inch taller? No. That's not fair. I'm short. Don't do this to me. Who needs dialogue? We all know what we're here for. I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. That's me every time I try and get out of bed. I'm relating too much to this. Clubs. Sarah wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. If they're watching One Piece, I want no part of this. Hello? Sayori? Must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh god, what am I still doing here? I could have left! But I saw you just sitting here spacing out, thinking about some weird shit about the anime club. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. But, honestly, you're worse than me. It's impressive. You don't need to wait up for me. It's gonna... Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... know what? What are you doing, Sayori? This is a PG stream, you giant bitch. I can't take this seriously. Hold up. Well, that you could come to my club. What club is that? The I'm an Idiot club? Sayoi? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Damn right. I want no part of this. Meanie. Sayoi is vice president of the literature club. God, you are a nerd. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Who actually cares about literature nowadays? In our day and age, like, who actually cares about reading and literature? No one. In fact, I'm only 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. And that's why she's interested in the club. 'Cause vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Yeah, that might be the safe bet now. Come on, please? Why do you care so much? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Quit speaking on my behalf, Sayori. That's not okay. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, God. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. No. Don't make promises you can't keep. That's a good lesson. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I think you're giving her a little bit too much credit there. Just an inch. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. I don't want to go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Pretty sure that's how I ended up playing tuba. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Do I need to remind you? I'm only here for cupcakes. Nothing else. So it's gonna be that kind of stream. It's this kind of game. Okay. Let's just get this out of the way. Titties. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk. Sayori always says nice things about you. I bet she does. Oh God, I gotta actually come up with voices. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Parasite, what a nice surprise. I thought I bleached you off my skin already. Get the fuck out of my classroom. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. But I could take these two seriously. Can you see my cursor? No, you can't. Okay. Purple hair and pink haired girl I can take seriously. This one with green eyes over here. Her arms, just the stance is like, yo, I am here. Are you not entertained? Like, something's up with her. She's funky. I don't like that. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. God, it's my nightmare. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Fucking bitch. Sorry? Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. That's really creepy. Wow. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. She's got raging bitch syndrome. It's okay. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. God. So she's shy. She's a raging bitch. And she's on cocaine. Got it. Okay. So, Yuri's timid and is having a hard time keep up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yep. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Even if it really wasn't. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Is this the game that meme comes from? The Just Monica shit? Is that where this is from? Okay, well. Hi Monica, Jesus. That's right. It's great to see you again, Parasite. Hold on. I have to switch positions. Hasha! Alright. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Yes, the perfect relationship. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, and full of shit. Basically, completely out of my league. That's quitter talk right there. You gotta keep your head in the game, son. If you want Monica, you can go after her. Just don't be an idiot. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Oh, God. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Parasite. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or fucking Monica. I'll get the cupcakes, you son bitch. You better sit next to me, you little bastard. I mean, hey, I made them. I'll get them. Their voices are gonna change, I can tell you that right now, because I'm inconsistent. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? She really is the intellectual one, like, screw cupcakes and whatnot, here's tea. A bowl is most useful when it is empty. Like, she's probably like that. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. That's probably the safe bet. She might shank you. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh god, she's a weeb. I can tell right now. She's a weeb. She's a weeb. Natsuki is a weeb. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we use to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. I'm just great. Like that. Stroke my own ego a bit. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. One sec. Oh, it's delicious. I love it. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. Because she's a fucking pig like that. Seriously, is Yuri the only fucking redeemable woman in this damn game? I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Is that a fucking snaggletooth on Natsuki? Hold on. That's a fucking snaggletooth. That's hilarious. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. I know. I'm so utterly attractive. You just can't look at me. You have to just, like, sneak a glance and look away. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Oh. Way to bash my confidence game. I'm kidding. I finally bite down. I eat it face first. And watch as she's horrified. I look back down. I notice I'm not eating a cupcake, but that I have just Ozzy Osbourne'd a cat. Did I just reveal my age on Twitch? Shit. Oh well. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I'm getting the ominous sense of deja vu. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Made them for you or anything? Well, technically you did, because I'm the new member who's not a new member. I'm just here for food and titties. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Listen, Natsuki, if you're gonna curse me out, do it properly. Dummy's just gonna bounce right off me. There are so many other curses you could use. Come on. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation, as you should, as she is not the number one girl here. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Yeah, my girl Yuri. That's what's up. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Wait, yeah, wait. Does she? I don't know. I'm not paying enough attention for this. I'm too distracted by other things. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read. Like, hold up. I technically have my books here. I think I do. Do I only have my movies over here? Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened to all my books. And I should probably look into that. I know I had books. In fact, it's actually concerning. Hold up. Yeah, no, that's not a book. That's just Game of Thrones. Okay, yeah, no, I don't read. That's a waste of my time. I guess. Yep, lie to her. We're starting off on a good note. He's just trying to impress you. Well, who wouldn't want to try and impress me? I mean, have you seen me? I'm me. Yeah, he looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. I mean, look at me. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. For those of you wondering, I don't actually drink tea. Or coffee, that's not my thing. I'm more of a hot chocolate kind of guy. But I'm glad. But if she likes tea and it'll get me closer to her, I'll drink the fucking tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. Monica's over here like, is this bitch encroaching on my man? I'll fucking kill you. See this? This is the finger poke of doom. This'll be your end. Right here, with this finger. So what made you consider the literature club? I was drunk and decided why not. What do you think? Sayori dragged me here. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so I decided I hate myself enough and came. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. God, this music is fucking great. Dun 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 dun. Should probably put that away. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably could have been a board member for any of the major clubs. You know, the good clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Like, yeah, why'd you downgrade to this? Arms behind the back. Gotta go back to that famous pose. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. What kind of politics? Who gets what money? That's life, kid. Deal with it. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, that's just what it means to be a member of a club. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. You might want to come back down to earth, Monica. Monica really is a great leader, as Sayori puts her hand on hand. Great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Natsuki, on the other hand, Natsuki thinks she could do better. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something brand new. I mean, hey, it can work. Just look at AEW. They're making it work. So, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. God, she knows that literature sucks, and yet she still sticks with it. Impressive. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Man, sounds like dating. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. And is lined up in a really weird way. Like, there are better ways you could have done this lineup. But it's okay. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. And I don't trust a single one of them. We're in a great place, y'all. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. I mean, it is literature. So, Parasite, what kind of things do you like reading? Nothing. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I didn't read when my professors were like, yo, read this, read this. I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. So, considering how little I've read, don't have a good way of answering that. No. 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 Course. Manga. Because that's the right thing to do. We read manga. Why does my guy have to be a weeb? Like, I like anime and whatnot. Oh, I'm too close to the mic. Whatever. Like, I watch anime. I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. I've started watching Yuri on Ice. I've watched that time I was reincarnated as a slime in Hellsing Ultimate. But I don't go as far as reading the manga. Like, I enjoy anime, but I don't go that deep. Like, I'm not buying body pillows here. Like, it's just not my style. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Half joking? God damn it. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Yeah, I knew it. Natsuki is a weeb. Her and her snaggletooth. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yuri gets it. Well, that can change. If it gets me any closer to you, I'll fucking read Stephen King. I'll read Shakespeare. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Yeah, that's what made you change your decision. Yeah. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I got you. Visual representation. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay, so you're into the fiction and fantasy worlds. Okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. So you like Game of Thrones. Got it. And telling a good story is such a foreign world. In such a foreign world is equally impressive. So, the first 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. Got it. I can do that. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. As one does. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, and not people. 'Cause fuck people, who needs them? But you know, I like a lot of things. Like, breaking my wrist just to get it to go over my boobs. Like, seriously, like, straight up, like, this is how I first dislocated my wrist, was having this done to me. Like, it's, like, that is an awful way of doing that. Like, this, like, yeah. This is what she's doing. It's like, who does that? Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Are you trying to call me stupid? Uncreative? All those things? Well, you're right. But it doesn't make it okay to say it. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Of course you have. Ah, I read a horror book once. I've actually done it twice. No. 3 times. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. Yes, find the one thing yet you can connect with her. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. I don't know, I mean, have you met the rock? The rock seems pretty cool. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the rock. So. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Monica, get the fuck out of our conversation. I don't want to talk to you. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Oh god, she is looking at me. I don't like this. All 3 of them are looking at me. Shit, no. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Oh god, she's assumed the Monica pose. She has been assimilated. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting, and you read it, Monica? That's fucking rude. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and Give That Back. Oh, there's the Snaggletooth again. Fine. So, here's what we've learned. Monica is rude, Yuri is smart, and also the hottest chick in this room. Natsuki is a weeb with a snaggletooth. And then Sayori just like shoving food down her pie hole. We're here for the plot, ladies and gentlemen. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori's sidles up behind Natsuki? Okay. Let it be known I'm not the strongest reader. And English is hard, okay? And puts her hands on her shoulders. Oh. Sayori, you're supposed to ask for consent first. This is how you get lawsuits. I'm not cute. She's like Skeletor. Like, I am not nice. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. You're smarter than I thought. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Fuck off. I kind of have to agree with Natsuki here. Like, no. Fuck off. You wouldn't like them. Yeah. Poetry was always the one unit I was awful at. Because I was told slam poetry is not poetry. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels as I break my wrist again. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It takes a lot of alcohol and pot. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. That is so untrue. People write to other people all the damn time, and they get to be successful. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Monica, get the fuck out of here. No one wants to talk to you. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri? Yeah, that face, what gave that away? Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems as I shoved food down my face. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Silence from Yuri. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will all help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. God, this game's gonna get me in so much trouble. Isn't that right, Parasite? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. One problem? I can count a couple. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. The fact that the Yuri is the only attractive one. I never said I would join this club. Oh, that too. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, oh. That's actually a little heartbreaking. Wow. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Sayori's are the saddest. Yuri's like, oh. Monica's got okay puppy eyes, and then Natsuki's just judging me. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Parasite? I know, I gotta be the party pooper. They all just kinda sunk, too. Ugh. You all... I'm defenseless against all these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price to pay I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Only one of them's actually attractive, in my opinion. Not to say the rest aren't. I'm just attracted to the one with purple hair. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Now everybody, rise to attention. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Please let go of me. I will file a lawsuit. Hey. You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really came just for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Eat my hair, Natsuki. Just eat it, yeah. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess? Question mark? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Oh god, more homework? I don't want to do this. Don't make me. No. Stop. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Parasite, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I can express myself in a lot of ways. It's just you're forcing me to do it through writing, and I hate it. Yeah, okay. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Who said I'm trying to impress Monica? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clear up their food. Hey, Parasite, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Yuri's got me in a trance, and I don't like this. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? You're surrounded by women, dude. I don't see the problem with this. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Yeah, I have one in mind. Alright, I'll just have to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Nope. Nope. Life's just gonna find a way to piss on your face every single time. Oh god. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Fantasy. Oh. Misfortune. Entropy. Sad. Okay, that's the second time I've picked something sad that has made fucking Sayori jump. Unrestrained. Covet. Unending. Happiness. There we go. Now something. Uncontrollable. Graveyard. Kiss. Shame. Incongruent. Infallible. Heaven sent. Damn right Yuri is. Atone. Gotta throw kawaii in there. Music is literally what I'm studying, so we have to throw that in there. Disoriented? Yes, I am. Romance. Hi again, Parasite. I wrote the shittiest haiku, Monica. You weren't even ready for it. Glad to see you didn't run away. I should've. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I do that, at least. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Parasite. No problem, Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, I have no problem committing to you, Yuri. Let's do this. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Shut the fuck up, Natsuki. I work really hard at being stupid, okay? Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. Why the fuck are you talking to Sayori about me? If you got a problem with me, Natsuki, you tell it to my face. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Is that a fucking threat, Natsuki? I'll kick your ass! Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ha, nerd. No. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manica. Yep. Manga is literature. In Japan, yes. Anywhere else in the country, in the world, no, it's not. I'm not saying manga is bad. It's just not for me. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat, as she should. Don't worry, guys. Parasite's always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. Why am I doing that for you? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I don't know what gave you that impression. I'm just stuck with her. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and parasites can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's just put me into. Damn it, Sayori. Why do you gotta do this to me? We've talked about this. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? You got me a gift? Aren't I special? Not really. Fuck. It's like she heard me. Damn it. Am I special? No, not really. Fuck. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. It's okay, Yuri. Anything from you is better than me having to cook for Sayori, so it's fine. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. You don't have any brain cells to think with, Sayori. Stop trying to burn the fucking brain. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. God, I really need to work on maintaining eye contact. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? How is Yuri single? That's the real question. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I'm totally gonna just look up the Wikipedia on this so that I can discuss it with you later. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. No, look at me. Come on, eye contact. Hey, I gotta work on it too. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Yeah, I bet you did, asshole. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Some of it, not all of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? One's signed and one's not, asshole. Come on. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I think it's obvious. Children under the age of 18 cover your ears. It is very clearly obvious that Yuri wants to ride this dick. Very obvious. She's just using the book to get there, and she's not doing very well at it. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Fuck, she's hot. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. What about that is relatable? There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You ain't made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Guys, it's the Red Wedding. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Parasite? No, it's not bad. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that these kinds of stories, it challenge you to... Oh god. Sorry. Ugh. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Anyways, change the topics. What do you think about marijuana? I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Still having a hard time maintaining eye contact, though. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. Stop, Yuri. Did that work? I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? I shouldn't read the book? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Hey. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Is it because I haven't shaved? God, Yuri, you gotta judge me for that? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yeah, you really apologize a lot, don't you? What are you, Canadian? God. Oh, hey there. I'm sorry about that, eh? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, shit. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then... I'm immature. I shouldn't be allowed to play this game. I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Ugh. Sorry about that, y'all. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Practically sleeping with her. Premarital shoulder touching? God. What would God think? Premarital shoulder touching? That's a sin. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn to pages. Here. Oh. Yuri takes her left hand and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right hand on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Yes! Do it. You got this. It's actually kind of distracting me. The fact that her boobs kind of just sit there on top of the book, yeah. I could see that. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? No. I said, are you ready? Well then, for the millions in attendance, and the one person currently watching my stream, let's get ready to read! You hear that? That's the sound of no one getting the reference I just made. To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah! That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of her things she says and she does, and blah 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 blah. Words. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Parasite, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I just really, really want to get to know you. So I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Damn it, Monica. I was working there. Damn it, Monica. Monica coming in and cock-blocking me at every chance she gets. It's bullshit. Ugh. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll probably be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, hoping I'll be able to read with Monica again. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I will forget it in, 2 minutes. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I wrote the best poem ever. Slam poetry. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I have agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. That's creepy, but okay. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I want to know what Yuri thinks. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! Yes! Dark Wolf is in the back over there, judging me. Did you just shake your head yes? You're not supposed to agree with me, Dark Wolf. Fucking asshole. Would you like to say hello to the stream? I guess not. He's feeding the puppet. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Fuck! Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. I'm gonna love you, damn it. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous? It's because you want to... You and me want to do the dirty. Yuri takes a breath. Okay. So, what kind of a writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I write a lot of slam poetry is what I do. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? She stares at me blankly before, then looks at my poem again. Did you steal this off the internet? Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Cool, that just went right over my head, because I don't care. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. You know, the opposite of me. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skill and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. None of them are gonna give me valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. You'll find out. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Probably me. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? We're gonna save. After all, isn't this a literature club? Oh, okay. It's short, I can read this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. Oh shit. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. We're gonna just do this to hide, so yeah, y'all can't tell where I'm looking. Terrible handwriting. I gotta put on my, as Jacksepticeye would say, I have to put on my double seeing glasses, because I can't begin to see the amount of bullshit you're spewing. Anyways, your handwriting's fine. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read, 'cause I'm stupid. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Much like you. Huh? That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh god. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. So when can we bone? I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Parasite. Yep. Go figure. I missed the point. I must have totally missed the point, yep. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. Well, streetlights are still a thing, so don't know what part of the past you're talking about. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, but putting it that way, whatever that word is, English. I haven't even thought of that, because I'm stupid, and I don't think. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Mine was impressive? Yuri, you shouldn't have. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Parasite. Ah, me too. Who should I show my poem to next? We're gonna let Google decide. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3. Natsuki it is. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. Fuck you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. You practically did. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Bitch, I'll throw down. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh my god. I can't even write a poem this bad. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just a shitty poem. It's not even a poem. I like it. That's a lie. What? Just be honest. I am. You know what? No. I'm being honest. This parasite's lying. Why are you convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Yeah, welcome to the real world, it does. So people don't even take my rating seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Why am I agreeing with this woman? I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Yes, I was really hit hard by the line, cheetahs can run. Can run, yeah. That was it. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. That's what that was about? We're gonna have a fucking blast with Natsuki. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. It's like when Billie Eilish's, the loudest note in Billie Eilish's song Bad Guy was the word duh. Fucking irritating. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Okay, Miss Snaggletooth. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yuri gave me more than you. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that from her. I will, you suck! Gonna let Google. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 2.
2.
Google really seems to like the number 2. Okay, Monica it is. Hi, Parasite. Having a good time so far? Yeah? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Where's my knife when I need it? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, here it is. Stay back, Monica. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Or just leaving and never coming back. You want to share your poem with me? Yes. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Assume the position? Don't worry, Parasite. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? My hair looks like I did the Gorilla Glue thing. So, yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Parasite. I was going, ooh, in my head whilst reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Fuck you. That's not to you, audience, that's to Monica. Which I guess she's here, so fuck you, Monica. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Keep them low so you can't disappoint people. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I know. I wrote it for Yuri. Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though, because I'm kind of, a bitch. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry. Blah, 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 blah. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Let me read your fucking poem. Oh my god, shut up. Hole in the wall. Is this about a glory hole? It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. That's a glory hole, yeah. So what do you think? I think you spend too much time at truck stops. Gonna just skip all this because I don't give a shit. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day, okay? Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy. Oh god, I accidentally opened Cortana. Whoops. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. What kind of pen are you using? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. This is a good poem, Parasite. Are you sure it's your first time? That's what she said. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't be doing this. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I wouldn't have written one. I would have been like, kiss my ass. Really happy that you wrote one. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course not. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Parasite. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? I am incredibly selfish. The world revolves around me. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Yeah, I don't think she does. I'm here for women. I'm not here for literature. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Anyway, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yo. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night? Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. Still trying my best. Yeah, Sayori's lazy. I get it. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. It's bad to skip breakfast. I skip it all the time. It's fine. I get all cranky. Okay, then yeah, eat breakfast. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I don't think so. I think Yuri's gonna write the best poem ever. Because, you know, Yuri's smart. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Which, it's okay to be mediocre. How do you think Jake Paul and Logan Paul do anything? This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Anyways, across the... Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Yuri smiles. Natsuki looks pissed. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh boy. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. That's what that one was about? Giving up? How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth. Please. You're doing us no good here. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. You didn't come out nice. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Parasite did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my style, bitch. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. She's talking about me, y'all. Which I haven't yet. Aw. And Parasite liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what... Fight. Yes! Fighting! This is what I came to see. Cat fights. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Parasite appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Parasite started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Piss off, Monica! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. I love this game. I love it. How can you sit here looking at this and being like, I'm not having a good time? Like, come on. This is great. Parasite. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Poetry's all about figuring it out. Calm down. Help me explain that to her, Parasite. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Yeah, English is so complicated. It's got so many words for something. Hell, the Scottish have like 420 words for the word snow. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and mean them most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Parasite? Well, how did I get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, will probably think more highly of me. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number. 2. Here's a random number. 4.
Why is this not working?
Here's a random number.
Oh,
3.
it wants me to pick Yuri. Okay. Thanks, Google. Yuri. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's something we can learn from. Learn that lesson, people. You're seriously a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. You kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that, Natsuki. I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki? Bad. Bad. No ice cream after dinner. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. She crumples up a poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't have to do that. All in favor of kicking out Natsuki, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as you could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Parasite. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. Hey, if you want to get bigger boobs, get bigger boobs. I'm not gonna complain. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Parasite, how about you? I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? But then I look, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Parasite, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yay! Beams at me. Things. Save. Save. Oh no! Hanukkah just doesn't shut up. Yes, overwrite that save. Okay. Crisis avoided. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I want to bang one of them. And then maybe kill the other. It's still up in the air. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Parasite, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... every day's gonna be so much fun. Ugh. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said, more of the tone of monologue. Yep, let's do this. Alright. Horror. Unending. Romance. Determination. Unrestrained. Desire. Memories. Heaven sent. Bubbles. Lust. Fickle. Rainbow. Frightening. Climax. Insight. Family. Sugar. Intellectual. Precious. I think we're gonna impress Yuri with this one, y'all. But should I do a 2-hour stream? I'm gonna do a 2-hour stream. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entertaining the club. Hi, Parasite. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Gonna just leave then. But I guess it's always the simple things with you. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why, that's all of a sudden. No reason. Just wanted to look at it. Ah. retrieves her coin purse, fumbles with the latch and gets it open. And she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you. You want me for food. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell Parasite to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. That's Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Bye, Dark Wolf. Ah, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ah. Speak your mind, Yuri. I love it. You're right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. That doesn't sound right. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution? That doesn't sound right, Dark Wolf. I need your opinion. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution?
Yeah.
He just said yeah, so I guess it's a thing. Yeah. Oh, Yuri corrected her. Now I know why that sounded weird. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. She just got slapped. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What was that? Yeah? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? This is stupid. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. She smacked you in the face with a cookie. I don't know how nice that is. Tears it open and takes one big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. God, you're stupid. You're going, yeah, cookie. She's eating the cookie. We get it. Can I try it? Cheese. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate.
What? What are they selling?
They're selling chocolates. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. That's still not consensual, Sayori. You need to stop that. You'll end up in prison. And in there, consent doesn't matter. Takes a bite of her cookie? That's fucking rude. Yuri and I laugh as well. You're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Monica isn't in the club room. Y'all are perfectly lined up. Height-wise, it's perfect. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Snaggletooth! Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than any of us combined. You are giving... You need to stop that, Yuri. Stop it. You are hot and attractive. That's true. Excuse me? Natsuki's the only one offended. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I was in the bathroom. There was a hole in the bathroom. I had to observe it and spackle it. Shows the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Glances at me. Never mind that now. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, to be honest. I kind of lost track of time. I remember what it was like having study hall and lounge late in the day when I was in high school. Straight up, I'd had 2 full periods of lounge at the end of the day, near the end of the day my sophomore year. And then I had to have math last, of course. But for 2 full periods, for 1 period, I'd get all my homework done. And that second period, that second study lounge period right before math, I'd literally sit there and I'd watch a movie or I'd watch Dragon Ball Z. It was great. Oh god, hiccups. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. God, why would you torture yourself with piano? I had to take piano. It was awful. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's not easy. It's not fun. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Parasite. Poof! Pushes the other girls aside. This is my fucking club, and this is my man. Even though I want nothing to do with you, Monica. I didn't mean to put any pressure. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Best of luck. Let me just give my thing to you. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. I really like Yuri, guys. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and wash from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. Small pitcher of water and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna end the stream soon, but we'll stop just before we start sharing stuff. Okay? Speaking for manners, especially because of her long legs, she appears elegant and methodical. Oh, okay, may I have the pitcher of water? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounded to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Hoy! My mouth gapes. I'm actually in shock. Damn, Yuri. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Parasite. Fuck yeah, Yuri. Assert your dominance. Spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Fucking own Monica. Is it raining? No, we're good. Okay. My window's like right there, and my PC is right down here. So I gotta be careful. Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it wasn't right for Monica to judge people like that. Parasite, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. You can't always hide them. Fair enough. I mean, I have a Napoleon complex, so I'm always aggressive. So, I'm always about asserting dominance. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate something for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? So head up. Parasite, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Really want to be with Yuri. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Once we fill out we return to the classroom. Do you like oolong tea? Where's oolong? Where's the pig? 3 minutes. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly. Don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Uh-huh. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little bit. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. I love this. You know what? I can see this is going to go on much longer, so I am going to stop it here on that lovely smile of Yuri's. So thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Bye-bye.